welcome to IP Study Video Lectures. Today we will discuss the 4th chapter of Grade 6 English Grammar, and we will dive into the world of nouns. Nouns are the naming words. They help us to name everything around us. So our today's topic is nouns. Before the end of this lesson, we will be able to define nouns, explain proper nouns, common nouns, collective nouns, material nouns, and abstract nouns. Compose sentences using different kinds of nouns. Before we go further, let us study the small example. Danny is our driver who has a lot of patience. Now, in this sentence, the words like Danny, driver, patience, they are all nouns, but they are different kinds of nouns. Danny is a proper noun. That means it is a name of a particular person. Driver is a common noun because it is a name of an occupation. Patience is an abstract noun because it means a feeling. Let us read this passage and underline all the nouns that we can find. So, before we start reading this passage, please remember, nouns are the naming words. No nouns, no naming words. So, let us find nouns in this passage. There is a great variety of wildlife to be seen in Jim Corbett National Park. So, wildlife and Jim Corbett National Park are nouns. Apart from the tigers, again, this is a name of an animal. Waiting in patience, the park is inhabited by leopards, bears, jackals, and such rare animals as the Himalayan palm civets, the Indian grey monkeys, common otters, and porcupines, besides several species of deer and herds of antelopes. The Indian python and king cobra can also be seen in the park. So, all of these words that we have underlined in this passage are called nouns because they are the naming words. They are naming the places, animals, and things. So, a noun, as you know, is the name of a person, animal, place, or a thing. There are different kinds of nouns: proper nouns, common nouns, collective nouns, material nouns, and abstract nouns. Let us study all of these kinds of nouns in detail. Proper nouns. Proper nouns refers to a name of a particular person, place, animal, or a thing. So, the name of a particular person, place, or thing is called a proper noun. For example, I am an Indian. Michael Jackson is a popular dancer. So, the naming words that we give to a particular person is called proper noun. To a particular language is called a proper noun. To a particular animal is called a proper noun. To a particular place, it's called a proper noun. To a particular citizenship is called a proper noun. Like Indian and Michael Jackson. These are proper nouns. Common nouns. Common nouns names the person, animal, place, or thing in general. Like wildlife is a part of a culture. I met a friendly neighbor yesterday. So, a noun that names a person, place, or thing in general is called a common noun. So, in these two sentences, wildlife and neighbor, these are common nouns. These are the names that we give to generally to any place, animal, or thing, right? So, if we put some names or if we give a certain category like students, like girl, neighbor, wildlife. All of these are common nouns because this is not a particular name of a person, animal or thing, but this is the name given in general to these things. Collective nouns. Well, collective noun is the name given to a group of people, animals or things. A collective noun is the name of a group of people, animals or things as a single unit. For example, a flock of sheep was crossing the road. A troop of monkeys made a noise. So when we give a collective name or a single unit name to a group of people, animals, places or things, we call it a collective noun. Like flock of sheep, troop of monkeys, class of students. Material nouns. The name of a material that can be touched is called a material noun. For example, my mother bought gold. This vase is made of glass. Abstract nouns. An abstract noun is the name of feelings, ideas or qualities. For example, practice honesty. Arun's bravery helped him stand up for his friend in a difficult situation. So, the nouns which describe or which give name to a feeling, idea or a quality is called an abstract noun. So, honesty, bravery, these are called abstract nouns. Let us understand how abstract nouns are formed. Abstract nouns can be formed from adjectives. For example, anger from angry, equality from equal, meekness from meek, bravery from brave. So, we can form abstract nouns from adjectives, and we can also form them from verbs like consultation from consult, marriage, marry, punishment from punish. So, consult, marry, punish, these are verbs, these are action words. But how we can make abstract nouns from verbs? Consultation, marriage, punishment. Abstract nouns can also be formed from common nouns like manhood from man, friendship from friend, childhood from child. Since abstract nouns, they represent ideas, feelings or qualities, we can form them from nouns, common nouns, from verbs and from adjectives. And these were the examples to form abstract nouns from adjectives, from verbs and from nouns. So this was all about nouns. Before we end this lesson, let us do a quick recap. Nouns can be classified into 5 types: proper nouns, common nouns, collective nouns, material nouns, and abstract nouns. Nouns are the naming words. They help us to name everything around us. A proper noun names a particular person, place, or a thing. A common noun names people, place, or thing in general. A collective noun is the name of a number or collection of persons, things, animals taken together. For example, a troop of monkeys. So when we give them a collective name to represent them in a single unit, that is called a collective noun. A material noun is the name of a material that can be touched, like gold, silver, brass, glass. An abstract noun is the name of feelings, ideas, or qualities, and they can be formed from adjectives, from verbs, and from common nouns as well. Thank you so much for staying with us. Keep revising your nouns in your classes, in your books, and all around. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for our next video lecture.